I can strike the light and see through the truth. For I'm the deicide. Dominus, what could you do? Deicide. Every legend has a beginning. Tonight, viewers, I bring you the tale of three Scions still coming to terms with what that means to them. I am Zachary Naldret, he, him, or as Morgan's Battle Crows call me on the Bird app, at Zach Rules, and tonight I will be your story guide. Dear viewers, please meet the Scions who are about to take their steps to the path of becoming a god. Please state your name, pronouns, where people can find you on the internet, and who you will be playing tonight.
Hey, everybody. I am Mama McStabber in Twitch chat here, pronouns she, her. And you can find me on the Bird app at Relandare, or you can search for Mama McStabber on most social media and find me. And tonight I'll be playing Caitlin Murphy, who is a Irish American that has been drinking all day. Recently found out she's a Scion, which might be why she's drinking all day. And yeah, she's in a bar and it's about to pick up with people, so there might be some shenanigans.
Hello, I am Lonnie. Pronouns she, her. You can find me on the Bird app at Lonnie10, and you can also find me on Twitch at Sailor Lonnie. And tonight I will be playing Natalia Blackburn. She's still trying to figure out what's going on.
I'm Ginny Von Esch. You can find me pretty much everywhere on the interwebs as Ginny Von Esch. And she, her, I am going to be playing Dr. Minnie Jones. Mama had it all wrong about the name because, wow. Also, shenanigans are always afoot when you've got Raylan in here.
Oh, Junie's one to talk.
I know nothing. I do nothing. You see nothing.
As we last left our band of newly discovered divine, we found them in a bar that they had tracked down through a mysterious message through a Mastodon server that does not seem to be found in the public. They got to the bar around noon and they've been drinking, hanging out, watching as the day goes by. Hasn't been a lot of action. Nezzy has just gotten up, gone to go to the bathroom, and as everybody can see inside when the door opens, it's not a bathroom, but it is a serene field of green grass. And as he steps inside and the door shuts. What's everybody else doing?
Oh, hey, what the fuck was that?
I don't know. I was wondering if I was streaming because that was very weird.
What happened? I'm catching up on my phone.
Nancy just went to the bathroom and she opened the door and there was a fucking field.
Minnie goes up to go walk to the women's bathroom to see what's happening. Because that's what Minnie would do. Shenanigans.
As Minnie opens the door, it is a hallway that leads to several different doors. The signs that you see on the doors are not, your normal. You don't see a sign indicating some sort of men go in this room, women go in this room, anybody can go in this room. They seem to have different seals on them. And there's about 13 of them.
She just takes a picture because she can't explain this into words. She'll come right back and show them like, guys, oh my gosh, this is what the bathroom looks like. And she'll show the pictures of all 13 different signs.
The fuck?
Caitlin, you know this stuff better than I do. I don't know this stuff. Translate.
Can I roll something to see? And I think I should take a 1 die penalty because Caitlin is drunk.
Sure.
Fucking mood.
Can I also roll
you-
to see if I recognize any of the?
Are y'all focusing on any specific or symbol or?
I kind of want to see if any of them are recognizable.
Okay.
Because I don't expect all of them would be, but some might be.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go for it.
Okay. Let's say intellect occult.
Roll it.
Okay. I am taking 1 die off the intellect though because she is drunk.
So we're not going to take a die off, or we're going to give you a complication.
Okay, complications
to
perfect.
overcome.
Complications perfect. It's 4 successes.
That is 4 successes. All right. So there's one that particularly sticks out to you. Green harp with like a little pot on it, and there's a underneath it antlers that are coming out of the side, a spear, and a club. This is very easy for you to make the connection between this symbol and the Tuatha De Danann.
Hey, scroll back.
Mm-hmm.
There's another one that you can pick out.
Uh-huh.
That is a triangle. There is a kind of scarab beetle eye and an ankh behind it.
That's going to be Egyptian.
The nature of the Egyptian.
Mhm.
And then finally, the third one that you can recognize is a kind of circular wooden shield with 2 change and what looks to be a urinary, where the crow be, and it's kind of in the background.
Norse.
The Asir.
The Asir. Yeah. Okay. I think I recognize 3 of them. That one is
Okay.
That one's Tuatha. That's Irish, right there.
Okay, so that's you.
Yeah, and Nezzy wherever the fuck she went.
Apparently, field of green things. Did she turn around?
If
and go
she
after
got
that
to
guy's
go
Lucky
to
Charms?
Ireland, I'm going to be pissed.
No, but the question is, she was looking at that one guy that was grumpy. Did she go after his Lucky Charms?
I don't know. She was making eyes at him.
I mean, if he really is a leprechaun, does he have a pot of gold and was she after it?
There are so many myths about leprechauns, and most of them don't involve a pot of gold.
He just shouts over his shoulder, "That's rude."
That's right.
I mean, I'm not saying.
Sorry.
I wasn't saying that he actually had one. I mean, maybe his the is a pot of gold. I don't know.
I don't wanna
Anyway,
think
so
about
that one is that, and then this one here, that's the Egyptian,
Okay.
and then that one
What's
is Norse for the Aesir.
Okay, is there one?
So
Wait,
I'm
do
looking.
we have?
What we're seeing, I think these are symbols that pertain to the different pantheons.
Okay, so we can only go to the bathroom in our particular pantheon?
I have no idea.
Because that would be really, really weird and kind of,
And Caitlin takes another sip of her drink.
I don't think they're bathrooms. Like maybe they're rooms where each respective scions meet. So like
So is it like a teleport room, kind of like Harry Potter, when we have to go down the toilet?
I am not going down a toilet.
Well, it's not like we're going to the Ministry of Magic.
I fucking hate Harry
I-
Potter.
I don't know. Look, I was perfectly fine as a good, professor and making all the stuff, and then all of a sudden, boom, you're good now. How did I?
I don't know.
We don't even know. Do we even know who your mom is? We don't even know who her mom is.
No, I don't know who my mom is.
Did you call your dad? I called my mom. You
No.
can give me that look all you want. We need to find out. Please, 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 please.
Well,
please,
the
please.
problem with me is I know who both my parents are.
That's what I thought.
So
I thought my dad was my dad. Clearly not. I didn't know mom had one night stand before she met my dad. Did you did you talk to your parents?
no.
Why am I the only one who did the research and follow up? Really? Really?
I haven't spoken to my father in months.
Okay. Well, maybe we should kind of get connected with your dad and go, hey, Dad. What? Surprise.
I'll think about it.
Okay, great. So, how do we contact our parents? That's a question I need to figure out. Because apparently, the guy who paid for our stuff, who conveniently walked away from everything, was probably my dad. He paid for breakfast, apparently.
I have a suspicion that we'll meet them when they're damn well ready for us to.
That will take forever, and I don't have that kind of time.
Who says you
Quote
don't?
Ursula, because I had classes to do, props to make, apparently a whole bunch of stuff to now put in the mail because I sold a whole bunch of things. Unless I can
Hire people.
Good. I'll hire both of you.
No, I have
Please.
I have a shop to run.
Okay,
I
fine. How about if
have
I
a job?
hire? I gotta do interviews and then I have to talk to people and I have to socialize. Why? I don't like talking to people. Have you guys not noticed this? Socially awkward for a reason. Unless I'm in conventions.
While you've been having this conversation, the bar's starting to fill up a little bit more. It's about 5 o'clock. People are getting off work. And I say people in the loosest sense of the term. You're pretty sure that guy over there is a satyr, and you're not quite sure who the woman he's talking to is, but she does have little butterfly wings.
I'm not drunk enough for this.
Caitlin is just slow blinking because she is seeing serious fae folk up in here.
Natalia's looking at her water like it's just.
There's just more people like you. We need to find your mom. Is there a big Irish call that they can do? They stand up and do a I don't know. I can't really whistle. I'm not popular like Lauren Bacall.
The song Connected by Stereo MCs comes over the jukebox. There's nobody standing around the jukebox to indicate who would have started playing this song. But the increased volume over the music that was going on in the bar indicates that this was a jukebox selection.
Mm.
up the stairs comes a person dressed in sort of a power business suit. And kind of looks and goes and just kind of points over at Natalia and like, "Oh, you made it!" And they start walking over.
Do you know this person?
I do not.
You're the one that threw the shoe at the Amazon on that video.
Yeah.
That Amazon is a pain in the ass. I'll tell you what. What are you drinking? Let me buy you a drink.
I'm just having water at the moment.
Okay. I'm Tree. Nice to meet you. And they reach out their hand and, offer a shake.
Natalia will take their hand and shake it. Nice to meet you.
Now, Caitlin, your senses haven't really picked up on anybody outside of the table before. As Tree sticks out their hand to introduce, you do get a whiff of incense and the low humming sound.
Is he reaching out to shake to all of us or just Natalia?
They are focused on Natalia for the moment.
Got it. So Caitlin will just keep that to herself for now. She's not going to be rude.
So yeah. Are you're one of us, right? Like you're a Scion, right?
I believe so. Sorry, forgive me. I didn't introduce you to my friends. This is Caitlin, and this is Minnie. Or do you want me to call you Dr. Jones?
No time for love, Dr. Jones. they have this big smile on their face as they say that.
Just shout around. Just keep your eyes and hands into the cart, and we'll be fine.
I like this one. And Caitlin, nice to meet you as well.
Nice to meet you, Tree.
You're all and kind of. Why am I whispering? It's this bar. You're all Scions too, right?
That's what we've been told.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Do you know what Pantheon? Who's your parents?
That's what we were just discussing. None of us have met our parents yet, but we do know general pantheons.
Ganesh is my dad.
Ah, I could smell the incense.
Oh, good for you. It's a good skill to have. So have you guys met anybody outside of your little band here?
Unfortunately, we met Scions of Zeus and Hera.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, so are we.
They're known for like pulling this kind of shit where like they just kind of go back and forth at each other for like no real reason.
And pull in the newbies to do the dirty work.
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah, his revenge talk was such in poor taste.
Yeah, fuck both of them and not the fun way.
I don't fuck anyone, not even for charity. Ew. Ew. Now
well, anyway,
just for thinking
we have
of that.
another companion. She went to what she thought was the restroom, and it opened up on a green field.
Interesting. Okay. So did you see into it? Was it like short grass, long grass? Was there like a blue sky? Were there clouds?
I am too drunk to recall.
Oh, okay. What about like mountains, maybe, or like just
I look like just
field?
like a field, like a not like plains, but like a glen.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I've never seen that before. I couldn't tell you what that means. but it's cool and all. Everybody, so yeah,
Yeah.
I
So
only
as
found
far
out a
as,
couple weeks ago myself.
oh, you really?
Yeah.
Oh, good. So you're still learning too.
Yeah, still meeting folks. Getting trying to get a hang of things. Trying to get in. What everybody's different. Some of us are really kind of like. Some are really kind of like have like this idea like they have to be this sort of because their parent was a god. They have to be all special and try or you won't see those kind of people in here. They're out there trying to find some mugger or something to stop so that they can be a wannabe superhero.
They got a hero complex.
Yeah, and like maybe I'm not the biggest on mythology, but like gods didn't like go around stopping crime.
No, they didn't.
No, they weren't crime fighters.
No.
I mean, they tried to do that in DC Comics and Marvel, and it failed epically.
But I am from the Tuatha De Danann. So is
Nice.
our companion Nezzy that went off to a field. And then Natalia here and many are from the Greek pantheon.
Lithuania, yeah. So you didn't hear this from me, but I'm pretty sure they remember like in the 90s that whole Hercules series thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
sucked. Xena was better.
I'm pretty sure he like I'm pretty sure he or like one of his scions like paid somebody a lot of money to make that story to make him look good to try to boost himself.
I'm not surprised, and it failed epically.
I mean, like is Hercules like if you read it like you used to be like Hercules like did some like dick ass shit. In the TV show, he's all goody.
Yeah.
Always doing the right thing.
I mean, does anyone do anything right at the time? I mean, it just happens.
Yeah, it just happens. Sometimes there's better reflections of honesty, and then like, and there's a whole bunch, especially with it's a lot. We don't know who your parents are, so I probably shouldn't.
Many has basically found out, but not met him yet.
Kinda,
sorta. He bought us breakfast, but then he walked out.
That was nice of him.
Yeah.
Oh well.
He totally skipped out. Apparently, he was supposed to be somebody named Herman, who was supposed to be the god of roadies and technical equipment. And Caitlin was the brilliant one that said, "Oh, could be Hephaestus." So maybe.
Well, if you weren't sure that you're Theoe and not, I mean, there are rock gods.
Contact them.
There really are rock gods.
Yes, I'm sure there are.
Thing. They're kind of their own thing. They're not one of the like big pantheons people talk about, but they exist.
But how do we contact them?
She smells like a Greek olive grove every time I smell her. Okay,
and
there's
I'm
no
in like strawberries and vanillas and roses and lavender. How the hell do I keep smelling like this? I'm so disappointed in my smelling contest.
Well, but see, here's the thing. Like, Natalia over here can't smell that, right?
No.
And you can't.
It's just me.
But see, you don't have to worry about everybody.
No, it's just
you
me.
Like that. Only some people smell you like that.
Yeah.
But I don't want to smell like a pizza.
You don't smell like pizza. There's no tomato in there.
Pizza.
What's Greek? I'm not used to Greek pizza. I could not tell you.
Oh, it's like Italian pizza, only feta cheese, really bad sauce, and a whole bunch of things that could have been goats, but we don't know.
I'm gonna take your word for it. I'm not going to
go to the Greek Comic-Con. It just is just a horrible mess of, oh dear Lord.
Y'all want some drinks? Y'all good? You need something? You get on me. I got you.
I'm sure I'll take whatever you recommend.
Okay. Caitlin, you good?
I will take another whiskey sour.
All right.
Are those good?
I like them, but they don't have caffeine.
I mean, there must be caffeine. All the
The
kids.
tree kind of wanders off towards the bar.
Okay, thanks. Bye.
And then on the way to if you watch Tree on the way to the bar, they stop and talk to a whole just mess of people on the way there. And as if they are very into everything that any person that they talk to says. And they hang on like every word.
So who's their parent and what do they do? You know all of this of Caitlin. I refer to your knowledge and capabilities. Don't give me that look. You damn well know that you're very capable and knowledgeable about all this stuff. Seriously, don't give me that look. You know you can do this. Believe
I
in
don't know who
you.
Natalia's parent is. I don't even know who
No,
mine is.
the Gamershima.
tree.
Trees.
Tree. Oh.
Wow. How to derail somebody very quickly. Oh, that's
I'm
right. I passed this
sorry.
101. It's okay. Do we need to sober you up?
No.
Are you sure?
You're already doing it if you keep talking about the fact I don't know who my mother is and that I need to talk to my father.
Yeah. Do you want me to just stand up here and ask somebody if we could do a DNA swab test and see through all the gods in the Twatin and Nununa, we can just say, hey, who's my mama? Do you want to do that? I could totally do that.
Off the top of my head, Ganesh is he's known as the god of obstacles.
So if we talk to him and he moves the obstacle to find out who your parents are, ta-da!
Maybe. I'm a little distrusting because of our experience with Hera and Zeus.
Oh, that's because I'm going to say this in the most nicest way possible. They're twat waffles. Ignore them.
I mean, rightfully so, but they might not be super helpful just because
But we
they
have to
also found out not that long ago that they themselves were a Scion.
Look, if we're not going to go anywhere if we don't take risks. You guys took risks coming into my class. I took risks going to school. There you are. Risk takers, we all are in our small, little, unique way. But still, risk takers.
Then you ask him.
Okay.
I'm going to go try to find an actual bathroom. She gets up and tries to find an actual bathroom.
All right. So as you go through the door, you see the hallway with all the signs on it. What sign do you pick?
Well, if she'll pick the one for the Tuatha Danann just to see what it is. She won't walk through. She'll look first.
Next episode, Scion's The Bathroom Challenge.
I know, right?
So when you open the door to the bathroom, it is a bathroom. It is definitely decorated in Irish flags. There's posters for Irish beers. It's very much something that you would, if you had.
I would expect it in a pub.
Yeah. Not like and like not like a pub that you would find in Dublin, but a pub that you would find in Springfield, Massachusetts, that is trying too hard to be Irish. This is not authentic Irish. This is Irish American on St. Patrick's Day.
Yes. As she walks in and lets the door close, and she's like, Jesus. Their decorator needs to be fired. And then she goes into a stall.
Question, is the water dyed green?
I don't know.
Not in the bathroom.
I look in the toilet. Is the water dyed green?
Chicago Irish asking for Irish questions.
I guess maybe in the kind of shadow, it could look green. It's how they they have those like blue chemical things
Yeah,
to
yeah,
keep
yeah,
sort of
yeah,
this
yeah.
clean.
And when you put the yellow
It's like-
lights on it, it looks green.
Yeah, it kind of it's not intentionally green, but if you
Don't
look at
look
it
so
in the right
much.
light and kind of tilt your head and squint your eye just
Okay,
the right
we're gonna
way.
skip the rest of my scene while my character goes to the restroom because she's been drinking an awful lot, so her eyeballs
All
are
right.
probably swimming. So
Damn.
Dr. Jones, Natalia, what are y'all up to?
I'm going to go with Dr. Jones so she can ask Tree if they could help us figure out who her parents are.
Yeah, Caitlin gave her and initiated a challenge, and the challenge has been accepted. And so when Caitlin goes, do, Dr. Jill just looks over at Natalia and go, well, I gotta put my money where my mouth is. I hate socializing.
Hey,
And
look,
just like that, Tree arrives at the table with the drinks y'all asked for. All right, sorry it took
Tree.
so long.
No, it's okay.
Hey,
Question for
what's
you.
up? Yes.
Okay, your parent does a whole thing about removing obstacles, yes?
Yes.
Do you do that too?
Kind of.
Cool. All right. We need to find out who Caitlin's mama is, and we need to find out Natalia's mama, and I need to find out how to contact my dad. So my question to you is how do we find out their mamas and that we can just like kind of like bring all that knowledge in and like part the ways of obstacles?
Okay. So what have you tried so far?
Asking them if they've talked to their parents and neither one have. Caitlin might be a little like not wanting to talk to her dad because she hasn't talked to her dad in a while, and they just have like this really frictiony thing that's making her drink. So we don't really want her to go call her dad because we love her and we want her slightly sober because she's the one who's driving. I think I'm not sure. Anyhow, so we only plus we went to a whole nunnery thing. They gave her a thing, and she follows by crows or I don't know. It's a blackbird. Anyhow. After that, then this one over here rocks like a punk star, throws things like a champ, and is just like this whole, "Ooh, I'm going to enchant everyone around me. So just watch me, and I'm a distraction."
I mean,
And
she's
that's what
gorgeous.
I'm-
Look at her. Of course, yeah.
Well, of course,
no,
yes.
no.
I'm not stating the obvious here.
No.
I'm saying the abilities and capabilities so that you can gently move the obstacles away so we can find out the information we need. Please and thank you.
Well, okay. So we've got
A twat
we got-
na na. And then she's
well,
like,
yeah. So but you know, we got there's the music thing, right? Right.
That's her.
And she threw a shoe. What in
Like a boss.
what? But when you okay, I didn't watch the whole video. I only saw I know there's a bunch of videos. I only saw the one with the shoe throw.
Okay. Got you. Give me
Tell
a
me the
sec.
story.
She was turning around doing this whole Taylor Swift stuff, and it was amazing. And then when the mean, rude lady turned around and came, I was like, okay, we're going to do something. And she just took off her shoe like a boss and threw it at her. It was like almost like death by shoe. Shoes can be used as a weapon, but I try not to because, anyhow.
It was what I had. So I threw
valid.
it.
Okay. So we've got defending her people through the use of a shoe.
Yes.
I'm not sure if the shoe is important to this or not, but we'll come back to that. Taylor Swift songs sings about relationships and love and desire and the bad parts about that too, because it's not all rainbows and lollipops, but
I mean, she got to the nit and gritty of it.
Love is kind of it's
a battlefield.
That was not what I was going with, but that works. So love is a battlefield. So there's the bad parts, the good parts. So Taylor Swift sings about both. So okay. And then we got as I mentioned, gorgeous. So that's the thing.
She's amazing.
So let's think about this. Okay.
I'm trying to, and it's just been breaking my brain because I don't know much about this. The expert Caitlin happens to be in the bathroom right now, so yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, okay. Let me think. Let me think. Hmm. So we got love, we got beauty, and we got protection. I mean, Aphrodite was the goddess of love in the Greco-Roman pantheon. There may be
She
others.
just
I don't.
stares right at Nat like that, going,
Wait. No. There's no way.
Caitlin walks out when she hears, like, Aphrodite was the goddess. She also could be a vicious bitch when she chose to.
I mean, we're all not our family.
I mean, so
And then she sits down.
so that makes it an interesting thing that I've been trying to work my head through. Like, so do we have the kind of like powers and things and from our parents, and does that cause us to act in certain ways, or does knowledge of who our parents are kind of shape our opinions of the world and how we do things? Is it a chicken or the egg thing? Like,
I think it's more the fact of we take what we're given and we make it our own.
right. But so is it a case that we take what we're given and we make it our own because of who our parents are, or we're giving stuff from our parents? Like, which is it? Which part of the
We
pile
take
is it
what-
from? Is it
we
the egg
take
or the
what-
chicken?
It's neither. It's what we take. We take what we're given, and then we spin it to make it our own thing, so we own it. But it makes it us, and not them.
But if it's
Okay, look. Hercules is the son of Zeus. Zeus is a whore. We all know that. It's recommended. Anyhow, but Hercules was not. And he did a bunch of shit show things, but at the same time, he was still a hero. At the same point, he did not turn around and become a slut like his dad. So he took the good stuff, made it his own, and then dropped the negative stuff. Done and dusted.
I don't know how to tell you this, but Hercules fucked.
Well, I hope he did. I think he got kids. I don't know. But he wasn't. Did he turn around and sleep with a whole lot of people while he was married and then continuously, did it on and off, on and off, and on and off again?
Okay, we are derailing. Who gives a shit
That's-
about Hercules?
That's
I'm
why
just using it
Hercules.
as a point.
But Aphrodite was also a war goddess. People forget that.
They do.
Sorry, before I realized I
But
was a
that's where the shoe
Scion, all
throws.
my life I've been a witch. So
Yeah. She doesn't know either. So yes, please work on the.
I have some suspicions, but I'm waiting for confirmation.
What are you gonna do? Wait for the crow?
Considering I talked to the dead,
Okay.
Uh-huh.
the I guess werecrow, I don't know what the fuck she is, said that they had visions of me riding a horse with a freaking sword in my hand, leading people into battle.
You did that in college. You didn't realize it.
I can foretell the future. It's pretty obvious.
So which one of the Tate and Nana did you get?
Well, see, the Morgan is
The Morgan's 3.
is 3.
There's 3
but one,
sisters.
but 3, but 1.
Yes, they're
It's an
called the
interesting-
Morrigan collectively. I think I am the battle crow.
I mean,
could be.
okay.
But it
Or
was
at
a
least
different
of her.
sister that. Yeah, but see, there was a different sister that was the horse one.
True.
So you got the crow and the horse. If you got a
So do you think
a
that they
cow
put
in
all
there-
3 together? Ew, that's kind of weird.
Well, see, that's the thing. It's like so. It's like think about it this way: the Christians could easily say that the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit are 3 in 1,
Right.
and it's the same kind of thing. 3 sisters, or maybe they're 3 aspects of the one sister,
True.
and they all have different moods, or if they're all kind of just triplets.
So
And
what?
they-
It's the crow, the horse, and the woman with tarot cards?
Well, the animals associated with the Morgan are the crow, the cattle, and horses.
I mean, she doesn't look like a cow, God forbid. She's not a horse. I mean, I could totally see the raven or the crow or the blackbird. Because I can
Ravens
never
fall
remember.
under Odin, crows fall under Morgan.
Caitlin, what do you do for work?
I run an occult shop and I do psychic readings and mediumship.
Fairly good business?
Yes.
Like you do well for yourself?
I
Okay,
do well
okay.
for myself.
All right. So we got that Morgan works because they death is part of their purview, and then fortune, prosperity. And you said you had the vision of, or they had the vision of the things of you like leading people in battle. War is one of the Morgan's purviews. So yeah, that makes sense. That one makes sense.
I figured that too, but I'm still waiting for something to show the fuck up. Because I have gotten nothing out of my father all my life about a mother that abandoned me.
So how do we work on this? She's saying that to Tree.
Well, yeah. So it's like. So I'm not trying to be mean when I say this, but y'all are kind of like a weird exception.
Thank you.
Because like a lot of us don't figure it out beforehand. Like until when I showed up, I didn't know. I mean, I knew I was awesome. That I was, I just didn't have that kind of like, oh, like there was a lot of things I'd be like, oh, that makes sense. That's why I've always been a huge dancer, and I love writing. And
Blame Hera. She's the one that brought it to our attention.
Yeah. That was a whole thing.
I mean, we can blame Hera for a lot of things.
I never want to.
Some of them deserved, some of them not deserved.
Well, this one is.
Yep.
She's the one that brought to our attention
there was an entire TV show of just blaming shit on Hera.
Yeah, we're never getting
some-
back together again with her. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Just remember that, like, so I mean, it's a rare thing, but like, you might find siblings out there. Because like,
yeah, this
there's
one
all-
she said she was basically created.
oh yeah, those ones are fucked up.
Yeah, obviously.
So some of the ones they created, and then like they're created as children, and then they grow up in mortal society.
No, she said she
So
came
they-
from one of
yeah.
Hera's tears.
Yeah, so those ones they're like full-grown adults with no socialization, and no understanding of human society. So they have, all of their understanding comes from the god they came from. And like gods they're just so far removed from humanity that they don't really often know how to be human anymore.
We call that a trash fire, and she really is.
Yeah. They often
Anyway,
have cool
so
stuff. Did you get any cool stuff out of them?
I saw the key.
I have a guitar back at my place.
I have a pomegranate.
Pomegranate from Hera.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I would just point out that as a goddess of fertility, you may want to be careful eating that.
I haven't eaten it yet.
Just okay. So what were we talking about? Okay. Oh yes.
Their
Yes.
parents. We gotta find their moms.
Okay. Well, I think we know who they are now.
Okay.
So I'd actually find them.
How do we contact them?
So
Mm-hmm. They have phone numbers or emails or something like that we can just reach out and touch someone.
no, it's not quite like that. I've heard of like really powerful scions being able to like travel to different realms to go and just like confront them like that.
Thus now we needed a raven or a crow to try and find them, to send them thy message, to bring their asses back here. I don't know, I've been to way too many run fairs for this.
All right, so I'm not quite sure what you just said there.
I just said, do we need a bird so that we can go and send them a message to get their asses over here to meet their kids?
Well, so, but like, it's the thing, like the birds can't cross realms. And
What is this, a teleportation thing?
Kind of.
Oh, well, then
Yeah.
I can build you a
Like,
teleportation.
have you, like, well,
Wow.
what do you know about, like, just in general about mythology and things?
She just thumbs over to Caitlin. She's my expert.
I'm your girl.
Okay.
I know nothing.
So you know how, like, in mythology, there's like other realms.
Yes.
Yeah. That's where the gods are. They're not here on the world.
Can it be
world.
astrally projected to?
Question:
You know,
if they don't cross realms, then how did we come to be? Because we got knocked up by them or some way or another. They had to come here to do the bunk to get us.
Well, no, they can cross realms anytime. There's gods. They're powerful like that.
Yeah, well, they need to get their powerful asses here to talk to us.
I do have a question though.
Yes. What's your question?
I know they don't know who their parents are, like, but both of my parents I've been with my whole life. So are there other ways to become a Scion besides, well, the obvious, but
There's a couple ways. So there's this guy I know, a tattoo artist. So he wasn't born. So his the mom that raised him had this tattoo of his particular kind of bird, and it happened to be this goddess's like preferred type of bird, and this goddess plucked a feather out of the tattoo and then would poof, and that feather was the baby.
What?
Yeah, well, okay, I might not be explaining exactly how it went down because I heard this from a guy who heard this from a girl who heard the story while getting a tattoo done. But yeah, it's they can take things that aren't people and then make them people. So that could be something. Maybe like you were like, do you like pets? Do you like animals?
I mean, I like animals, but I didn't have any pets or anything growing up. So
Okay, so you probably weren't an animal before. Then there's chosen. So sometimes like
You'll be born normal and then chosen to be.
yeah, and you could be chosen for all sorts of reasons. Like, so you know how like there's all those little like each like pantheon has their own little church, and some of the gods even have their own like little like they're usually more like, you know, just like small studio apartments, and not really full-blown churches. But like they'll have their like they could have people who like worship a certain praise devotion to a particular god, and God might be like, yes, I like what you've been doing, your child is going to be mine now, and they can do that and be chosen that way. They could be chosen for just a whole sort of reasons.
As for consent,
Definitely not eating the pomegranate.
yeah, that's rude.
Yeah, and I'll have your friend over here tell you about it in as much detail as she cares to share. Gods have not always great with consent.
Yeah.
Mental note.
You met a Scion of Zeus.
Yeah, not
they're
so
assholes.
great with consent.
Lots of gods are assholes, and just kind of there's this like whole like huge like it's hard to get, and I don't get it really, but like think about it, like we have lived our entire lives as mortals, and where there's so much more like beyond what we can comprehend and understand. It's like opening the door, and there's all these just way bigger things and other things going on, and it's just trying to get little pieces of it at a time. So I mean, I'm
It's
like I
a
said,
bit overwhelming.
yeah. Um, and really being as much caffeine as I drink doesn't help. Doesn't help. No.
Do I have to increase my caffeine? I can do intravenously. I've survived that.
Okay. If see that's not everybody's thing though. So like now,
I know.
here's the thing.
Disturbing.
Like
How do they live?
this the thing about this. There are some that never find out.
That's just mean.
There are some who find out and be like, "Nah, fuck you, I'm out," and just bounce. And just
I mean,
you everybody reacts differently, and everybody takes things going on with a great assault. Things change. People do different things.
If they say, fuck this, I'm out, do they retain their powers?
Yeah, and like so. Yeah, kind of. They just don't really because they're not doing like so quote unquote heroic things. They're not doing deeds. They're not like growing and gaining and as the more you become known, the more you can do. So a Scion who just kind of says like "fuck this, I'm out," they're not gonna be like doing whole big magic things because they can only do like the little stuff that like we can do at the beginning. The ones that are out there, like you see them on the news fighting Titan spawn, or
They fully
pulling
embraced
people
who they are and what they are.
pulling people out of burning buildings, things like that. They get their name built up. People start to know them. They hear about things they do. Their legend grows, and as their legend grows, they get more powerful.
Mm.
Like, and then there's the ones that get up to like demigod level, and then they just do a world changing things.
That's
And then
not
they kind of just
terrifying at all.
and then they just kind of go off and do like, well, for the most part, yeah, but like for the most part, like we all try to like do good, like for the
Yeah.
like we have this idea that building up your legend means doing good things and helping people.
Yeah, but
And
good can be awfully subjective.
yeah. um
is this where ethics come into play?
Exactly. I did
Gotcha.
ace that class.
I did not
Yeah.
ace that class.
but like
Because
but also
sometimes things have to be made.
But like also here's the thing to think about is like, what if ethics for us here on the world
Mhm.
become entirely different set of things when you are like going off into the underworld, to the overworld, to
It
what do you
makes
guys
sense.
have?
Different rules would apply.
Yeah. So then that can kind of change your viewpoint in how in things and what is moral and you know it and it just it becomes doing a lot of folks it just goes doing bigger things and more bigger stuff, and then there's just a tremor that shakes through the building. There is a loud explosion
The fuck is that?
from
I don't know.
outside right out the front door, and there is some screaming going on from downstairs out in the street. And We're going to go to break right now. The explosion has rocked the building and literally shaken everything inside. The smell of fire, you can smell burning tires, burning fuel, all coming from down the stairways to the front. Tree is just popped up and is running down the stairs towards
So
it.
has Caitlin.
So is Caitlin.
And she might be grabbing a brick on the way.
The explosion rocked some of the bricks off the wall.
Yeah.
So you can just
I'm probably going to grab a brick or two just to have something to throw at whoever.
Yeah. Grab it. Go for it. Natalia, Minnie, what are you doing?
She's gonna follow Tree and Caitlin. She's gonna grab whatever is close near her just to take with her for protection, whatever that may be.
You have picked up a chair. Dr. Minnie.
I grab my backpack, pull out 2 grenades that are going to be stuff for fire, like the fire words I can't think of anymore.
Suppressant?
Yeah, because words. Hi.
like
right.
fire extinguisher grenades?
Yes, you are correct. Because this is how we do things in this world. She's a creator and a crafter. What do you expect? Basic? I'm sorry. See yourself another channel.
I'm being very basic. Just grabbing. I'm doing improvised weapons.
So as you,
Caitlin, this is normal. Yes.
So y'all rush down the stairs. The door is blown off the hinges. The giant of a man that was sitting as a bouncer inside the door is knocked out unconscious next to the stairwell. You can see as you come out, there's a car right in front of that was parked right in front of the door that is on fire.
Joe, go and launch her shit when she gets to that area.
Okay. So I would like a
Rich for nice. Okay.
how are you this is going to be a technology roll.
Okay.
But how are you throwing these? Are you just kind of chucking at them, or are you trying to place them on like where the gas tank is, where the fire is, where you?
Oh, right. So the grenades actually go into a grenade launcher because that's where things go, because we all know Minnie cannot throw, and we're not going to assume she's going to try and chuck. So she'll just pull the pin to aim, shoot, and she's going to shoot it at where the fire is so it can be suppressed.
How big is Minnie's bag to fit a grenade launcher?
There are some things you never ask a lady, especially how big her bag is, when it's a bag of holding. But done by it was Think Geek, and it had like I could put a whole desk of crap in that and still have more. Hell, I could put my daughter in there when she was a little kid. I may have. Anyhow, moving on.
So I would like a dexterity and athletics roll for you to get this large unwieldy thing out of the bag without spilling out the contents of the bag.
The word death and axe?
Athletics and dexterity.
Yes.
Would it help at all if I held the bag for her while she did it?
I will give you 1 enhancement.
Is that an extra die?
That is an extra success or something else that you could use it for. to speed up the process. So it's going to help you be able to use it immediately, as opposed
Okay.
to taking time to get everything all set up.
Okay. Shit. 2. That's 4.
That's 4. Yeah, you pull this out. You've got it. You pull it out and you like whip it out with one hand
I
because
whip it real
Natalia's
quick.
holding out. You are able to use both hands to grip, load, pop, boom, and suppressant just covers the car.
It's extra foamy, and it also smells like lemon and strawberries.
There
Just a nice
is
fragrance.
standing by, watching, 2 dudes in a suit and tie, slick back hair, short beard, kind of gives off the vibe. One of them kind of gives off a vibe of like he's trying to grow out a full beard, and he's been trying for months, and he really all he has is this stubble. He is holding a katana. There is another dude in a suit, who's bigger, kind of just squared off, ready to. It looks like he's ready to rumble. There is it's like 8-9 feet tall. It has not quite a wolf's mouth, but it definitely does have kind of that jaw, or at least lower jaw. The upper part of its head is more like a deer with antlers. It is bipedal, standing on 2 feet. It has ragged, mangy fur, glowing green eyes, and just horns that have a slight tint of red on the tip of them.
What in the fudge knuckles is this?
Tree charges over, and this creature reaches out, just grabs Tree's head, picks him up, and just smashes him into the ground.
I'm going to throw a brick.
All right. Who are you throwing the brick at?
The one that just picked up Tree.
All right. Natalia, what are you doing?
She's gonna break the leg off of the chair.
Just break
And-
like you just breaking leg off the chair, not doing anything else, just kind of having a club ready.
She is going to charge at not the 9-foot tall one because he's kind of scary. The one that looks like he's ready to rumble.
Actually, change of plans for me.
Uh-huh.
I am going to actually take off my cardigan, wrap a brick in it, kind of like a soap in a sock kind of thing, and make a flail type weapon. I'm going to get in close and start wailing on him.
All right.
Weapon for that.
I am really improvising here. Caitlin is drunk and she has no no fucking fear. She's just like, oh, y'all want to fight? Let's fucking fight.
All right.
Got a mace. Want a mace?
And Dr. Minnie, what are you doing?
The only thing she really can do is she will pull out what looks like just one blade, and she'll push the button, a red button, on the back, and it will turn around and make the shield of Captain America. And she'll run over to just protect Tree until Tree can get up, while these two are going to fight because Minnie does not fight. She doesn't know how.
Okay. So you are going to take the appropriate skill that you are using and take the attribute of your choosing to roll initiative. So, Dr. Jones, we're going to sit, that's probably going to be athletics for you.
All right.
Natalia, we're looking at close combat.
Same for Caitlin.
Okay, yep. And then pick the attribute of your choosing.
Do 10s explode?
Tends to explode.
Six.
All right.
I got one.
And Minnie, what do you got?
4 because I forgot to unmute my mic.
Okay, so the we can go in the order of initiative of how you rolled. Of course, this is always something where it's going to be a choice of which player acts first, but it is going to be if we go in order of initiative, it is going to be Caitlin, Minnie, Thane 1, Thane 2, Natalia, and then the monster. Unless you decide to go in a different order.
Nope. Caitlin's literally wading in and starting to wallop.
Okay. Which one are you going for?
Whichever one hit fucking Tree.
That would be the monster.
Okay, she's going straight for the monster. Fuck those guys with their little sticks.
All right. So you are going to be swinging with your close combat and dexterity, I'm guessing.
Yep,
Okay.
I'm doing dex and close combat. Not my strongest
right.
roll, but you know what? It suffices. I got 3 successes.
3 successes. It just kind of sees you coming and just waves its arm to kind of parry.
Mhm.
So you're kind of, because it moves your arms out of the way, your swing goes wide.
That's all right. She'll do it again next time.
All right.
She is like, fuck this guy.
Beating the shit
All
out of him.
right. Minnie, are you acting or are you going to be just defending?
Minnie's got no idea on how to fight, so she's just defending using the shield to kind of like make sure Tree's okay and try to get Tree back on their feet and kind of like, just make sure she's dodging or parrying or whatever to do the thing. And then
Okay.
yeah.
Then give me a stamina roll.
I can't roll myself onto the ground and beg you to save me. How do I
Yep.
roll that?
Roll stamina.
Okay, thank you. Oh boy, 1.
1. Okay.
Ow.
So Thane 1, the one with the katana, is going to take a swing at you.
This might hurt.
So he comes down right on the shield. It snaps in half.
Mm.
Part of the top part kind of just flies off, smacks you in the face.
Mm.
You are going to take 2, or you're going to take 1 damage,
Mhm.
and it's going to knock you on your butt.
Mental note to pad more butt.
Then 2 is going to take a swing at Caitlin. So as the creature had kind of pushed you aside, it Thane's original plan when you were coming up would have knocked you square. He's kind of off on his aim.
Okay.
He kind of just like clips your elbow. Like doesn't really hurt, but like that
She's so drunk she ain't
surprise-
gonna fucking feel it. So
the kind of jolt that you get at the back of the elbow as it
that
happens.
makes it kind of tickle. Yeah.
And for just like a quick second, your hand flinches open
Uh-huh.
and drops, and you drop the sack with the brick.
Okay. Well, she got another brick in her hand, so fuck it.
Right.
She'll literally probably throw it at that guy next turn.
Natalia, who you taking to take a swing at?
Sorry, I was muted. Thing 2, sorry.
Thing 2. All right.
Thing 2, yeah.
Give me a close combat and roll of your choice, attribute.
I got 2 successes.
So you kind of just, he's distracted. He's got his attention on the swing that he took at Caitlin. So he's really just wide open for getting hit. Are you using any? Do you have any hacks or anything that you're using, or?
Probably death by teacup, and instead of using like the blunt side to hit him, she's gonna try to use the part where she broke it off and like stab him with it.
Okay. So yeah, it doesn't get through. Like it kind of just more pushes him back. It doesn't pierce his suit. Kind of see him kind of take a step back and stumble a bit, though. And now the monster is just winging his arm back, and he is taking, with his massive wingspan, he's swinging at everybody.
Here we go.
When he just sees this, it's like, Dad, oh shit. Because it's very rare to hear Minnie swear.
All right, so it did swing kind of wildly. Minnie being knocked on the ground already, it kind of swings over your head. I guess thing 2 or thing 1's smacking you and knocking you on your butt saved you from the swing. Natalia, you take kind of the brunt of it, and you're going to take 1 damage, and it kind of hits. It doesn't quite meet, like, it's his forearm, not at the claw, and it just kind of pushes you, knocks you into Caitlin, and both of you kind of stumble away out of close range of Thane 2 and the rest of them, really. All right, top of the order. Caitlin, you going again?
I am, because now she really pissed.
All right.
She literally shoves Natalia off of her, steps forward and rears back like a fucking softball player and throws that other brick. Let's roll a die and see which one she goes for. Hang on.
Okay.
Okay, that's going to be thing 2.
All right. Give me that roll.
Yeah, my death athletics that I got no athletics, so this is really going to be great.
Use close combat instead of athletics.
Okay. That is 5.
You squawk him. He turned, his head was turned for some reason, and it just cracks him in the temple, and you just see him go and just fall.
And then she's going to go and pick up her fucking cardigan and brick.
Dr. Jones, you're still on your butt. What are you doing?
Nice and cushy. Well, I do still have my grenade launcher. I still have another grenade.
Okay.
I think I'm going to use it on thing 1 to try and knock his ass on the ground because it's rightfully deserved.
Okay. We're going to use a firearms roll for this, so it would just be
good. Don't have it.
Yeah. So dexterity.
Even better. I only have 3 dice. Let's go, kids. That's a 0. Because don't have firearms.
All right. So, I mean, the shot is off. A little disoriented. You're on your butt. It's a harder angle. You're not by any means a marksman. So, yeah, it just kind of goes wide. But
she'll try and kick the broken part of the shield over
Yep,
to Caitlin or Natalia. If I can do that.
that would be a different action.
Yeah,
So,
all right.
so I imagine you don't have a pool worse to do. So generally, you'd want to describe, if you're going to take 2 actions, you would describe it, and it would be the lower of the 2 pools. Since I don't imagine this pool is going to be lower than what your dex and firearms is, we can give you that.
Yeah. I mean, I
Okay.
have a higher
So,
dex and
well, no. So
but yeah.
because when you do a split action, you use the lower of the 2 pools for both
Okay.
rolls.
Okay.
So because your other roll was a firearms and dex, so this one is also going to be firearms and dex.
Oh, great. Okay. Well, that's 3 dice. Good luck, cat. Sorry if it like hits wide. I apologize. I wasn't built for this.
You are not.
I get 2 successes.
You got 2 successes.
2 8s. Oh my god! Yay!
So yeah, you kick that over, and it kind of skips off the ground, bounces up, and just miraculously lands in Natalia's hands. Thane 1 looks over at Natalia, now with the shield in hand, and is going to charge over with the sword raised, trying to take a swing.
Oh, can I trip him?
So you had kind of pushed Natalia away and said there's going to be the separation already.
Okay, but I was also going, basically I'm heading to go get my brick and stuff, so can I trip him on the way? I'm just trying to think of what a fucking drunk person would do in this situation. She would fight dirty as fuck.
you would, but
he's too far away.
You wouldn't. In the span of 3 seconds, you wouldn't have the as a drunk person.
It wouldn't have the wherewithal. Yeah.
To throw, go after it, and trip the guy.
Got you.
It's a lot to do in 3 seconds for a drunk person.
That makes sense. I just thought about it. I was like, that'd be funny.
So this guy runs up, sword in hand, coming for Natalia. He apparently wasn't paying attention to the other part of the shield and trips on that.
Caitlin just points and laughs.
And he face plats down face first, just a couple feet away from Natalia. And it's your turn, Natalia.
Well, before she does anything, she's gonna look down at him and be like, I know that I'm supposed to be scared of you, but this is kind of embarrassing.
Curb stomp him, Nat.
Just remind him, no ticket.
And she's gonna give him a nice swift kick in the head.
Okay. Roll it.
I got 6 successes.
Okay. So how combat works is you have to beat the target defense. And then successes after that are not necessarily automatic damage. So you can do things like buy stunts and do various different things. One of them is you can do extra damage to him. You can do severe damage to him with the amount of dice that you got. But you could also do things to impose stun him so that he's not going to be able to act next round. You can have you kick him in the head, and then on your backswing you knock the sword away so that he's not going to be able to use that again. So do you want to just pile on damage, or do you want to do something else while in addition to just kicking him while he's down?
I would like to kick him in the head and disarm him.
Okay. So you kick him, your back heel comes back after the kick and kind of kicks the katana back behind you. You kicked him so hard, he was face down, planned up, and he just kind of went, and kind of just rolled over, and he's just kind of just like covering his face, kind of rolling to the side. Then there's the monster.
Mm-hmm.
The monster has made a very clear decision on what it thinks is the biggest threat in the group.
The other monster. Yes.
Not quite.
One can dream.
Okay. Wow.
That doesn't sound good, Dad.
All right. So Natalia, what is your defense?
How do I find that? Sorry.
You look at your appropriate resistant attribute. In this case, it's probably going to be stamina.
4.
All right. So you see this guy coming. The monster is not very subtle in what it does. It just comes up and raises his hands together in a fist, comes up, swings down, and it very much telegraphs what it's going to do. And it does not adjust as you sidestep out of the way. And its fist comes down, cracking the pavement where you used to be standing. And we are at the top of the order, Caitlin.
Yeah, now that he's basically got his fist on the fucking pavement and he's bent over, I'm going to try to whack him on the back of the head with my brick in the cargan.
All right.
Let's roll. That is 5.
You hit it. There's a cracking sound when you hit it. And for a moment, you smile until you realize the cracking wasn't the creature's skull. The brick broke
On the creature's skull.
on the back of this thing's head.
All right. All right.
Dr. Minnie.
Yes.
What would you like to do?
Teleport my ass out of here, but I don't think I can do that. Well, I can't shoot anything. I'm going to try to throw something, throw the grenade because apparently it didn't work. I'm Minnie. I have no idea. She'll yell at
All right.
Caitlin and move back in because it's a, shall we say, slightly firecracky and it may like induce flares and it might start a fire on a creature, but
Oh,
technology.
I'm
it's a
sure
whole
she's
thing.
already backstepping once she realizes that the brick got crushed against fucker's head.
Yeah, she'll just kind of just. Mm.
She
'Cause
might be
That's-
drunk and full of courage, but she ain't stupid.
Doctor, Dr. Minnie, can
Yeah.
you tell me what a wireless interface does?
Offhand, no. But it tells that I can turn around and connect into as many wireless interfaces as I can to my, I want to say it was intelligence or something. And I'm not sure if these creatures have intelligence or interface connecting abilities.
You're on a street
Yeah.
in a city,
Uh-huh.
and how do most modern cars start?
Elect- oh. Got you. So I can go up to like 3, correct?
Yeah, you don't need to touch them.
Okay. I'll take control of 3 cars and run them over.
Okay.
High velocity. If
Who
I can.
says Minnie can't fight?
I can't. These don't work. And I can't do the pew pew. I mean, I can with blasters that don't really work, but still. I want to be like Laura Dern. Pew, 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 pew.
So you said this is based off your intellect. I would
Yes.
like you to roll
It's got 4.
intellect and technology
Yay! I have dice.
to figure out how to get the electric giant F-150 that
Okay.
is lined right up with it already, going into plow into him.
That's miraculous. That's 4.
That is
4 is my lucky number.
4 is your lucky number.
At least normally it's 5, but we're going to
Yeah.
go 4. It's hard rolls with a DC 8.
So it
Oh.
picks its head up and looks as this truck just comes barreling at it. And while the intent was good, the you weren't able to get it to go up to speed enough. So it kind of puts its hands out to attempt to stop the car and kind of shoves its hands into the grill.
Mm-hmm.
And you can feel through your ability through a wireless connection, the truck dies. Natalia, what are you doing?
I'm gonna use another one of my knacks.
All right.
I'm gonna use a perfect partner,
Okay.
and what my plan is to work with Minnie and have her throw the grenade and me at the same time throw the the leg of the chair like a sphere and hopefully puncture it so that it explodes like right on contact in front of the creature.
Okay. So go ahead and make you're throwing this one, you said. We're going to use dexterity and close combat.
I got 3 successes.
Okay. So as you throw it, it kind of gets from the angle, it kind of just gets lodged in the hole that this creature's hands made in the car grill. And then you can kind of see it explode and just foam and everything coming out of the truck. And it grunts, it cries out in pain. And it rips the one arm off where rips the one arm out of the grill. But you can see that the hand is badly damaged. It takes all of its effort to remove itself from this vehicle. Thane 1 is kind of just crawling down the road, away from everybody. Caitlin, you're up.
There really ain't shit I can do about this monster. So the other girls have it. So I am going after Thing 1 to drag his ass back across the pavement. He might get some road burn. And I'm planning on interrogating his ass.
Okay. So other than just dragging him back, are you planning on doing anything else to him this turn?
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to use my knack where basically I give him a prediction about his death. And I'm going to look him dead in the eyes and say, if you don't answer me truthfully, you will not walk away from here.
Okay. So, and that was what, that's the...
Hang on, that is neither the minute nor the hour.
All right. So to do this, you use an opposed knack skill roll.
Okay.
All right. So I imagine, and I'm just guessing here, that occult would be probably the knack skill
Yeah,
you'd be
gonna be
using for
it.
this.
Mhm.
Okay. And then this would probably be presence, unless you can give me a good reason why it would be something else.
It can be presence.
Okay.
That is 5 successes.
He just kind of looks at you and like, no, never. And he reaches down, pulls out a small shiv, if for lack of a better word, and he just kills himself. He just shoves it into his temple.
I wasn't wrong.
Dr. Jones.
Minnie's rather upset. Not just upset like neckbeard upset, but we're upset to the point that she just looks at another car, turns it on, and rams it into the other side of the guy.
Okay. Same roll. Five. Um, it didn't see this one coming, couldn't react in time.
It had it coming. It had it coming all along.
The car that you've selected is a smaller car than the electric pickup.
Nothing says love like a little, little sports car.
So this kind of clips it at the knee, and the creature just kind of rolls over, dents the hood, and kind of lands awkwardly on its feet. You can see it. If you could see expression in a monster face that is not fully one or even really two beings, but three different types of creatures put into one. If you could see expression on that, then it would be a grimace, as if you were stepping on a broken ankle. Natalia, what are you up to?
Is Thane 2 still alive?
No.
He's not. Okay.
Well, okay. So Thane 2 is taken out.
Okay.
Not conscious, not moving. Thane 1 is dead. The only thing left to fight is this monster.
She is going to try a different approach. She doesn't know if it can understand her, but she is going to use persuasion on it and basically say, listen, I know you're very hurt right now and probably scared. If you just tell us who sent you or why you were sent after us, I will make sure that you, at least you, leave unharmed.
Give me that roll.
Five successes.
So it just kind of stands there, tilting its head. It seems like a lot of time has passed, but really this thing has just been moving around so much that it is a matter of seconds. And then it kind of just growls at you. No god shall stand before myself. Caitlin, we're back to your turn.
I'm going to grab the shiv and try to stab the monster.
Okay.
Four.
You come up and you stick the thing, doesn't move. Like it doesn't even acknowledge the fact that you just stuck it.
Okay.
It's in there. If you want to pull it out, you can.
Yeah, she's gonna pull it out, see if something leaks out.
Yeah. So you get the sense that it feels really leathery, like its skin is natural hide. There's a little trickle of blood, but not much else.
Okay. That gives her a plan for next time.
All right, Dr. Jones.
This thing's behind the car now, correct?
Well, it's to the side of the car because the car hit it. It kind of flipped over it, so it's behind where the car could back up into it. If that's what you're going for.
Oh,
All right.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay. Okay. It's not falling for that trick again.
Gotcha.
It just kind of jumps and the car just goes right past it.
That's fine. I can turn around and ram it another way. Another day, another ram.
All right. Natalia.
I'm going to throw the shield at it.
All right. Are you using death by teacup or?
Yes.
Death
All
by
right.
half shield. Avengers assemble! Should we say now? Science assemble! I don't know. Is this copyright? I have no idea.
Five successes.
Okay. So this broken shield, you wing back, throw it, and this is turning end over end as if you had taken an axe and thrown it. It makes contact, cutting in to it at the shoulder, sticking, and it's in there in the joint, and it just screams out in pain. Lashes out at the closest thing to it.
That'll be
that
me.
is you, Kate. That is you, Caitlin.
That'll be me. Maybe I could stab its wing with that fucking shiv I got in my hand.
So a number of things appear to happen at once.
Okay, this is always fun.
This creature grabs Caitlin by the neck. Similar to Tree, lifts her up and smashes her into the ground by the neck. Caitlin, you feel this just immense force lifting you and slamming you down. You don't actually feel when you hit. Things just kind of go black in your vision. Dr. Minnie, Natalia, you see a red sports car coming down the road, up around the sidewalk. Did it just curl up and drive on the side of the building? And as it comes down to crash into this thing, Ed, the best way you can visualize in what happens is if it's a plow comes out of the front of the hood, cracking into this thing, pinning it, driving it, pinning it into a car. The plow folds back up into the car, and a man looks at the two of you. It says, "All right, come on, let's go. We got to go."
But Minnie runs to Caitlin.
Caitlin's not there. There's an imprint in the ground where something would have hit, but you don't see Caitlin.
She'll go to tree and grab tree then.
All right. So the two of you hop in the car
With tree.
with Tree,
Because we're leaves.
and the man speeds off down the road. And like, yeah. So I would probably not the best time. Hi, I'm Dad.
Who?
Caitlin, we cut back to you, and you just hear a voice. It's a woman's voice, and it kind of echoes or repeats itself. My child, this is not the end for you. Open your eyes.
She does.
And with that, dear viewers, I'd like to thank you for coming out. I hope you enjoyed tonight's story. We do enjoy the opportunity to share the various tales of Scion with you. I am Zachary Naldra, he, him. I am found on the interwebs at, well, mostly just on Twitter because I don't really use any other social medias. I'm at Zach Rules. There's going to be some links in the chat for where you can find the stuff that I've written on, other actual plays I've been in. There is a link to Scion 2nd Edition by Honest Path. If you are interested in checking out the game, there's a link there. And portions of tonight's show come from the DSI Compact written by Travis Legg. You can also find that link there. As for our players, if you could tell our audience who you are, where they can find you, and whatever else you feel like sharing.
Hey, y'all. I am Mama McStabber. You can find me on Twitter as @RelinDare, and you can search for Mama McStabber on other social medias and probably find me. I'm going to save where you'll find me because it's always here at McStabber Studios, but I'll save that to the end when I go over the schedule. So I'll pass it off to my fellow players.
Hello, I am Lonnie. You can find me on the Bird app at Lonnie10, and you can find me on Twitch as Sailor Lonnie. The only current thing I have going on is I'm back to streaming on my Twitch. So if you want to watch me play games tomorrow, I'll be live tomorrow on my personal Twitch page. And then I'll be back here on Tuesday with these lovely people playing more Scion.
I'm Jenna Vines. You can find me pretty much anywhere on the internet because that's where I live. I'm here Tuesdays. Be here maybe Wednesday sometime soon. Don't know. We're thinking. Every other Thursday, I'm on Ravenos, and actually on the RPG table, we're doing Mutants and Masterminds, where I am a disembodied voice, and the Peanut Gallery. Otherwise, and roll call on Sundays. But yeah, that's the whole thing going on. I do a lot of things, and St. Jude's coming up too. So yay!
All right. So thank you. And also in chat right now, there are links not only to Lanhee's Twitch channel, if you want to check her out, but there's also links to the RPG table where you can check out Junie's games that she runs, and also Ravnos Archon, who runs games as well multiple times a week. He is our mage ST here at McStabber Studios, and also ran an amazing Dune game too.
backgammon and atomics.
And
why the
if you have
atomics?
enjoyed this content and want to engage with us more outside of Twitch, you can join us in our Discord channel where we have a wonderful community of folks that love TTRPGs, not just World of Darkness or ancillary games, but all TTRPGs of some type. And also, we post our casting calls in our Discord. So Zach casted this table by posting a casting call announcement and fielding applicants for this. So if you want to sit at the table with us, you want to be in our Discord community. We also do roughly bi-weekly Zoom hangouts. It's been a little sporadic lately simply because Shanky and I have just been stupid busy and kind of veering towards burnout. So we've been needing a little bit more downtime. And we do expect things to pick up pretty soon again, where we can start doing them a little more often. And if you missed prior episodes of this, you're just joining us now, you can check out our back episodes on YouTube. Those links are in chat. So at the McStabber Studios YouTube, you will see this game as well as a wide variety of others. We have Windy City After Dark, our current Vampire V5 Chronicle set in Chicago. We have Wraith the Oblivion there that we did 2 seasons of. We have Mage. We have, like I said, this game, we've got all kinds of stuff there, including one-shots and serials and everything else. And then, of course, if you are fans of D&D and Call of Cthulhu 7e, check out the Ishvel YouTube channel because our amazing European DM, Tiss, runs those games. Her D&D campaign is over, but the Call of Cthulhu is still active, so you can check out all her content there. Let's see. I've got to scroll back because everybody's posting stuff and I can't see what I'm... Okay. If you would like to get some McStabber Studios merch, you need to check out our Zazzle channel. Or our Zazzle site, not channel. Zazzle site. Make sure you are logged into an account there because some of our merch is actually age restricted to adults. So you have to be signed in with an account that has your birth date so they know you're old enough to view. And it's not because of anything grotesque. It's just because of language. They have certain requirements there. So if you want a Camp Wish a Motherfucker Would t-shirt, you got to be logged in to even see it. So... And of course, if you want to support this channel or these players, you can support the players by giving donations or showing us your biddies. We do pay those out to our players directly. We do not keep those for ourselves here at McStabber Studios. And if you would like to support the studio itself, you can do so by subscribing here on Twitch. If you have Amazon Prime, you can get one subscription for free every month, and you might consider giving that to us. Or you can go to our Ko-fi page and give us donations there that Twitch doesn't get to take half of. So, buy Mama a coffee. And coming up over the next week, we have Saturday, no stream. Tiss is on break. She's taking a little bit of an extended break. They just had a character death in Call of Cthulhu. Miss Maddie bit it. Yeah. So they'll be picking up in a couple weeks without Miss Maddie. Mama Distracted, you played an amazing character. Thank you so much. Loved Maddie. She was a hot freaking mess and I loved her. But on Sunday, we will be here at 5 p.m. Eastern, and you can find me playing Windy City After Dark then. Vampire V5. We are on season 10. Is it episode 3 or 4 we're doing? It is going to be episode 4. I can't keep track now. I have played every single session from the start. I have played so many sessions, y'all. So it is season 10, episode 4. Y'all, shit is on fire. Shit is on fire. It's going nuts in freaking Chicago right now. And Jackie's about ready to, ash somebody and then get the fuck out. So... Join us then. And of course, we'll be back here at 8 p.m. Eastern on Tuesday with the next installment of Scion, Zero to Hero. And Corey, we hope you feel better soon, dear. Love you. We hope to have you back here next week. And last but not least, we here at McStabber Studios, we want you to take care of yourselves, such as Corey not being with us tonight. She wasn't feeling well. So she took care of herself. She stepped away for the evening. That is important to do. You need to take care of yourselves, and that includes physically and mentally. And if you are currently in crisis mentally or even physically, because some crisis lines are for physical crisis as well, check out and chat right now. There's a list of different crisis agencies and the numbers where you can call or text 24/7. And lastly, if you are outside of the U.S., there is a link to find a helpline. That website lists crisis support lines in over 140 countries. You can search for what you need where you are, and it can pull up something for you. And I'm Mama McStabber. I'm a registered nurse. Take care of your health, y'all. Get your preventative screenings because early detection saves lives. Get your vaccines. Get your vaccines because that saves lives too. And if you're not feeling well, get checked out. For real. For real. Want you around a long time. And y'all know I'm a fucking bleeding heart liberal. I'm a fucking leftist to the core. Fuck the GOP. Now they're about to have a hearing in Tennessee to see if they need to bring back the people they expelled. Because people have been giving them hell for doing that bullshit. And they're realizing that these antics they're pulling, ever so slowly, the GOP is realizing by banning reproductive health, that they are losing voters. By banning drag shows and gender-affirming care, they are losing voters. Because their policies that they are making into laws are hurting people. Enough is enough. Register to vote. Vote in the next election and vote for people who actually give a damn about human rights. Said with love. Y'all have a good night.